we're here on SWSP I. This leak was detected back in November. We decided to shut the pipeline down in mid-November and do it internally in-house with distribution staff. So we dug the pipeline up, hired a welder, hired Mountain Man Welding to come out. They welded a steel ring in place, and it was a temporary fix. We went out to bid, and we hired a contractor knowing that we're going to have to cut the section out.
Mostly anytime we've had a leak, it's been due to construction pressure and development happening outside of us. So someone accidentally hits our line. That is, I believe, every other leak that we've had to this point within our system. This one was really due to the 2013 flood and the fact that the pipe was exposed during that, which led to a joint deficiency that kind of surfaced years later.
This is where the original leak appeared. Once the pipe was exposed, this piece was actually on the bottom. So here's your bell and spigot. What they do is they'll build this steel ring, they'll slide it in, and they'll weld on both sides here. And if you come over to the inside of the pipe where we could not see, you can look here, and this is what the inside looked like, and this cavitation is where the leak occurred.
Leaks on a pipeline of this size are very rare because we're consistently monitoring the pipeline, walking our pipeline alignment. We have folks that go and check all of our different appurtenances and parts of the pipeline, so it's really rare that we would have a leak like this. And we continue to do all of those things with our existing pipeline system.
Northern Water contracted with Mountain Man Welding again. They built us a T with a manway access, that way we could get in, keep proper airflow for welding on the inside, grouting, and also inspection. The GC was hired, so we were able to get our shutdown. February 24th is when it started. GC showed up after we shut down the pipeline. We started dewatering on the morning of the 24th. We went into the pipe today, went 200 feet downstream, 200 feet upstream, and all the order in Southwest goes.
We envision our pipelines being in the ground for a long time to come, really even in excess of their 100-year life. We do not plan on needing any large-scale replacements or large-scale repairs of the line anytime soon.